Hello and welcome back to 2K14 Universe. It's me, Jitch, and you're watching NXT.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, representing the $1 Million Corporation at a total combined weight of 704 pounds, the $1 Million Man, DiBiase, and King Kong Bundy.
This is perhaps one of the biggest high-stakes episodes of NXT you will have ever witnessed, because tonight, either Langston or André the Giant are walking out the NXT champion, and the other man between those two is walking out of NXT completely. It's going to be a game-changing night here on NXT. And we're kicking things off with two kind of more fresher-faced tag teams on NXT. Now, I got a real interesting situation on our hands here tonight, because Wolfe was a little skeptical about Jake Roberts' association with Big John Studd. Roberts says, "Trust me, I know what I'm doing." And so tonight he has paired Wolfe up with Big John Studd. Jake Roberts is going to be in the corner of these two. Imagine if they can see eye to eye. The combination of Big John Studd and Wolfe Kessler, two absolute behemoths, pairing up. Well, that's a combination I don't think anyone's ready for. But what do the V's mean? You know what the V's mean? The trick to Wolfe's V's, right? In case you want to understand why he does the V hands. Okay, so here's what you do, right? So you take the two V's that he throws up. Okay, there he threw up one. He normally throws up two. But you take the two V's that he throws up, and you stick your hands together as you do it. And then you have a W for Wolfe. You see?
From Los Angeles, California,
BJ? What? I know why it said BJ, but at the same time, why would his Titantron say BJ? No. Well, Big John Studd coming down to the ring as the partner of Wolfe Kessler. As I say, this is an interesting combination. I do believe Wolfe and Studd have actually faced each other before, so that kind of also adds a little something to this match. The two are no strangers to each other. I do believe they have faced off. I don't think I'm just making that up. I think that. Guess you forgot about those in-between match loading screens. This guy. So Wolfe starting things off against King Kong Bundy, and it's no surprise that DiBiase would put his best foot forward, sticking Bundy in the ring to start things off. I guess that really should have been expected from the $1 Million Corporation. The big axe handle and a clubbing clothesline to the back of the head of Wolfe Kessler as King Kong Bundy takes an early control in this match. Oh, and there's one of his own. And you got three absolute giants in this match right now. There's a goddamn giant. Three of them. And not a lot of people can do that to King Kong Bundy. The 7-foot Wolfe has no problem. It didn't work, but you know, he still tried. Into his corner and a tag made to Big John Studd. And I gotta say, so far, they seem to be getting on okay. They're doing it for Jakey Roberts. They want to make him proud. What do you call a trio of Jake the Snake, Wolfe Kessler, and Big John Studd? I have gotten confirmation that although it does deplete our tag division here on NXT by one, Big John Studd says he is no longer associated with Sergeant Slaughter. He's always been far more interested in following the leadership of Jake Roberts, and so he has parted ways with Sergeant Slaughter. Isn't that something? What a surprise. Nobody wants anything to do with Sergeant Slaughter. What a surprise. do not forget, in terms of universe ranks and days held as champion and so on, you'll notice after this episode of NXT that there'll be a week added extra to everyone's reigns here in NXT, and obviously the same will go for Raw and SmackDown. That is because there is a week off next week. There are only 48 weeks in the universe calendar, and I don't want to make up those extra 4 for no reason. So I take them as weeks off for the hard-working superstars of this universe. Something that they actually did used to do in the early 90s. If you watch those old, I don't think it was weeks off for the wrestlers by any means, but they did actually used to do that. They did used to, occasionally there wouldn't be a Raw. And so like I was watching Raw in like early February. I think it was like February 6th, 95, and there was one on the 13th. It just jumped straight to the 20th, and they even announced it on the episode. They're like, we won't be on the air next week, so be sure to tune in on the 20th, blah blah blah. So like, yeah, we're just following that formula. We're just following the old school way. We're skipping certain weeks, and yeah. Although I'm pretty sure they still had like superstars and stuff. So again, it's not really the same, but it's the closest thing. And I see it as they've all earned a week away, and they're gonna make the most of it. Okay, let it be. Will it be? DiBiase sending Wolfe into the ring. So obviously, for André, that will be an extra week's jump as NXT champion. And for Big E, that will mean that he'll already have a whole week down. Be at 12 days come Hell in a Cell, if that was the case. Looking forward to that main event. Also, following the fallout from our 6-man tag team match last week on NXT, Wade Barrett has said that Justin Gabriel and him will stand united as the Nexus. They will remain a tag team here on NXT. In that, they will simply deal with their Otunga problem. And that's going to be dealt with here tonight, says Wade Barrett, as he is set to go one-on-one with David Otunga. That is up next. That is just before our main event tonight, because, you know, there are only 3 matches here on NXT. That is how that would work. And Ted DiBiase with an arm drag from the top rope, and you don't want to underestimate Ted DiBiase, okay? I know he hasn't had a very good track record since starting, but he's not a failure. He's not a loser, baby. You don't need to kill him. He could make Wolfe tap out here. Sap out. Submissions are a specialty of Ted DiBiase. Just ask the $1 million dream. I don't know how you ask a move, but consult it. Find out.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
Ain't that something? Well, of course, tag team action, you can expect it to be long, back and forth. No one ever really having control for a particularly long amount of time. Breakout star. Yeah, that's right.
Great match here. But if you missed any of the matches from this week, go to WWE.com.
Okay, this match has gone very slow all of a sudden, and I don't know what to even say anymore. There's a lot of importance when it comes to the tag team division of NXT. There's a lot of importance on trying to make a statement right now, because barring the tag team champions, the prime players, and the former tag team champions, the Nexus, there aren't really a lot of tag teams around here on NXT. And obviously, so that means that that's almost it's like a stepping stone. It's like a big step up for a lot of superstars on NXT to go for. $1 million dream applied here by Ted DiBiase. I don't know if he tapped there, but Jake Roberts had the referee distracted if he did. Working effectively as a trio. Big splash in the corner.
DiBiase went down so hard, I think some Ben Franklin's fell out.
What? I know what he said. I realized what he said afterwards, but initially I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
And he makes the tag.
My brain like didn't process what Ben Franklin's mean.
Wild strike doesn't
For a second, I thought he was just saying like he hit him so hard that an entire person fell out of him.
It's been so physical.
If only. That would be an amazing spot in a match. That would be some AEW blood and guts, unnecessary gore shit, and it would be wonderful. Why is there not literal murder in my wrestling, damn it? It's cool, it's different, it's an alternative. Big old hip toss by Big Johnny Stud. Jake Roberts really mouthing off on the outside. He wants to see his boys win tonight. Who can blame him? That is his duty. That's it. That's it. It's over. Oh. Come on, guys. We got a big main event tonight. We got a real important show tonight. We don't need you guys hogging all the time. Wrap it up. You've gotten your point across. You're both very viable teams. Good for you. Tag made to Wolfe Kessler as he gets in the ring and... Oh, he actually got him. And he got him. Now, will he just stand there, though? You bet your ass he will. I never thought I'd make it this far.
Man, this is one of those matches you just like to...
Strikes again and again and again to the back of Wolfe Kessler as King Kong Bundy showing us the two-step there. And a little donut for a good measure. Okay. How does this progress the match?
Boy, he is really tired now. That tank of his
Wolfe with Bundy. Holy hell! Is it over? Is it over? Big John Studd just walking away. Studd. Oh. God damn it. Tag matches are agony. There is no other way to phrase it. They are just the worst. Cover attempt here on Bundy as once again DiBiase, and of course DiBiase a lot faster than Studd.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Wolfe. Okay. But he was gonna like suplex him or something with that. In comes DiBiase. Gotta say, I'm surprised at how much DiBiase has willingly got in the ring with these guys. And there's the $1 Million Dream once again. And there's Jake Roberts once again. And there's Studd once again. This feels like a Roman Reigns match. There's so much interference. What does he mean by that? Double knees to the midsection. See, I can shit on both companies, guys.
These athletes seem to have tried. One, two.
Oh, just a two. I'm out. I'm gonna be honest. If you're out, I'm out. I get it. $1 Million Dream once again, right in front of Studd. Austin's gonna kill you? Roberts?
It's a big-time leg drop. Each of these competitors is looking for the
Oh, Monster. They're chanting for Wolfe. Oh, right, because his call name is Monster. Well, that's nice. He got a crowd chant, and then he tagged out. He didn't want the chant.
Wild strike misses the target.
The fucking AI in these games are so bad. It just doesn't know how to do tag matches at all.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other. Did you hear how his leg connected? That elbow did some damage. Look out. And there's a tag. And there's the double team. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I'm having a hard time getting through this match. Here's a cover here. Is it finally over? No, of course not. Coming up next on 2K14 Universe, no more tag matches. I tell you, sometimes I am tempted to just like only do singles matches, save tag matches for when the titles are on the line. They're so fucking slow. Like, there's no reason for this to have gone 14 minutes. If this was one-on-one between any of these guys, this would have been like 7 or 8 at most.
Boy, this has just been pandemonium.
I'm just saying, if you notice a significant decrease in tag matches throughout the rest of the season, cite this match as why. I'm just a little bored of them.
You can see the
I feel like last week's NXT tag match went on for way too long as well. That was what, Wolfe and Roberts against, yeah, Brodus and Virgil. That went on for really fucking long as well. DiBiase going for $1 million dream. Doesn't get it. Wolfe scooping him up. Big ending. Sort of. I mean, basically. And here comes Big John Studd. Too slow. And once again, this match continues. I'm having fun.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical. One.
See, this is why when they added fatigue to the games, it was good. Because the tag partners wouldn't just run across the ring and break up every goddamn pin.
Do those thoughts creep in of, what do I have to do to put this match to rest? One.
They would be selling. Which does not exist in these games, like at all. I don't actually think it's that present in 15 either, to be honest. I think tag matches are pretty evenly bad in that one too. I could be wrong. But I think they're still pretty bad. I don't think that really changes until like 16, 17, maybe even later. I know in 19 they're great. I remember when I did TNA Universe, the tag matches in that were fantastic. They were some of the best matches on the show. They were suspenseful, they were exciting.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
This is going to go to a time limit. I'm convinced this is going to go to a time limit. Please. Studd, just get in there. Get in there and do something. Yes! Now it will actually end! Congratulations, Wolfe and Studd, on the victory. Finally. Holy shit. I'm gonna tell you now, I am gonna try booking much less tag matches going forward. It's just not worth it. As we move on, up next, Wade Barrett and David Otunga. Can David Otunga prove that he is bigger and better than the Nexus? That it was time for him to move on? Or will Wade Barrett make him regret the day he turned his back on his partners once again?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Nexus, he is a graduate of Harvard Law School.
Formerly representing the Nexus.
29 pounds, David Otunga.
Well, funnily enough, it was actually 2 years ago, back at the near end of Season 1, that David Otunga left the Nexus and caused the dissension amongst the group the first time. David Otunga hit a low blow on Wade Barrett after earning a United States Championship contendership for Barrett, which ended up with Barrett winning the US Championship. Shortly after which, Gabriel decided he wanted to get his hands on the US Championship as well, and that was the end of the Nexus in their first run. So now here we are, full circle later on, and it was once again David Otunga. The question is, will Barrett and Gabriel be able to actually remain united this time? Or will history just full-on repeat itself? And will we see the Nexus completely fall apart once again? Right now, Gabriel and Barrett insist they are thick as thieves.
Approaching the ring, representing the Nexus, from Manchester, England, weighing 246 pounds, Wade Barrett.
Well, this should be an interesting one. David Otunga looking to break out here tonight, looking to silence any doubt that could be amongst anyone. We'll see if he can actually beat Wade Barrett here tonight and prove to the world that he was not to play second fiddle to every other member of the Nexus, which is what this is all about, if you didn't know. Okay, so for those of you that do not know, the reason that we have gotten to this point here tonight is basically, it boils down to the more recent weeks of NXT, in which we saw Justin Gabriel and Wade Barrett lose the NXT Tag Team Championship to the Primetime Players, whilst Biggie, Langston, and David Otunga had a bit of a fight on the outside. David Otunga took personal issue with the fact that he had to be present for the NXT Tag Team Championship match to try and help Gabriel and Barrett retain. You know, try to help them. Basically, Otunga was one half of the first ever NXT Tag Team Champions. He got pushed out of the picture, very clearly dubbed the unreliable, the one that wasn't going to get the job done for the Nexus, and Barrett felt he needed to step in. And that was only the starting of the boiling point for David Otunga, as later on down the line, David Otunga then challenged for the NXT Championship against André the Giant, and neither Barrett nor Gabriel came to his assist at all in that match. They left him to simply get demolished by André the Giant, and at that point Otunga realized it was never about Otunga. It was never going to be in the support of Otunga. It was Otunga as the supporting character in these two's careers, and he didn't want any part of that anymore. So we'll see if Otunga can prove that he has outgrown the Nexus, if he can beat Wade Barrett here tonight. He's got a fair share of an opportunity. It's a one-on-one, no Justin Gabriel in sight. Maybe. Oh, what an elbow.
That'll get you some attention. He drops the elbow.
Well, David Otunga is actually in control right now.
Get over the physicality of this match. This has been brutal.
Could it be? Will it be? Barrett with a big headbutt to the arm. Thankfully, this is not a tag match. This should actually go at a normal length. Cover attempt, and there's a quick kick out by Otunga.
This is electric. Barrett had that well scouted.
Oh, nice reversal by David Otunga. Credit where due.
Big elbow. Oh, don't do this.
Interesting display of power by David Otunga. You know, Otunga is no stranger to singles championships. He is a former hardcore champion. That is a title that he has held. As there's the bull hammer, a move that very few, if any, have ever kicked out of. Wade Barrett with the bull hammer on David Otunga, and it's over. That move is lights out a good 90% of the time, and it was no different here tonight against David Otunga.
Here is your winner, representing the Nexus, Wade Barrett.
Well, props to Wade Barrett on becoming the winner. I don't know where I was going with that. Becoming. He is the winner here tonight. He's defeated David Otunga, and perhaps he has left that man wondering if maybe he made the right decision, once again causing friction between the Nexus. This is not the first time. So the question is, where does David Otunga go from here? And ultimately, what's next for the Nexus as well? All of these questions and more will be answered in due time, I'm sure. But up next, it is time for a massive main event. Big E Langston, André the Giant, Extreme Rules, the final bout between these two for the NXT Championship. It's next.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the NXT Championship. Making his way to the ring from Grenoble in the French Alps, weighing 476 pounds, he is the NXT Champion, the 8th wonder of the world, André the Giant.
Well, here we go. André the Giant set to defend the NXT Championship. 154 days as NXT Champion thus far. He comes down here tonight for what is his 8th NXT Championship title defense in a 154 days. This guy has decimated every last person that has come his way. He has made extremely light work of quite a few of them, including superstars that were formerly parts of Raw and SmackDown, and one guy who has been a constant in this man's NXT Championship reign is his opponent tonight, Big E Langston. André the Giant has had a few collisions with Big E Langston, including the match in which André became the champion in the tournament finals.
The challenger from Tampa, Florida, weighing 302 pounds, Big E Langston.
That's right, for those of you that aren't familiar, Big E Langston and André the Giant were the NXT Championship Tournament finalists to determine the first ever NXT champion, and obviously it was André the Giant that came out with the win that night. But now, here tonight, we've got Big E Langston and André the Giant, and this has all come down to this Extreme Rules match here tonight. And the reason for Extreme Rules, something we've not seen before here on NXT, is simply put, the way in which this match came to be. Big E Langston was ready to leave the past behind and move on from NXT. He was ready to compete in an EYS challenge, and I would imagine surely head over to SmackDown. But in the end, André the Giant came out, jumped Big E Langston, and smashed him through a table. Something that Big E Langston was not accustomed to. He took a lot of damage from that, was out for quite a while. And I'm waiting to see if... Okay, good. I didn't know if there was going to be a cutscene, because sometimes there is, and I talk and then I get cut off. And that led to this match here tonight. This is the final match between them. The reason for André making sure Big E didn't leave NXT is because apparently he wasn't done with Big E Langston. He wanted him to be the guy that he toyed with, that he beat, that he denied the dreams of forever. Well, unfortunately for André, even if he beats Big E tonight, he can't deny one dream. Big E has said that this is no longer about trying to leave NXT. This is not about moving on. This is about putting an end to one guy who has taunted him for far too long. And my God, you look at the size difference between André the Giant and Big E Langston. It is absolutely insane. Andre the Giant has undeniably been just a dominant force here in NXT for a long, long time. No one has been able to beat him. Straight up, no one. And I've said it before, it doesn't matter which one of these two lose tonight, they are going to be snatched up by Raw or SmackDown in a heartbeat. For those who don't know, this is a loser leaves NXT match as well. I talk about it as if it's a promotion. I don't know for sure if either of these guys are going to get picked up by Raw or SmackDown. I just imagine they almost definitely will. And you can expect this one to go on pretty long. This is definitely worthy of the title main event. In a way, I feel like this would be a crushing defeat for Big E Langston tonight, though. I said before, either one of these two are a guaranteed signing when they get let go from NXT upon losing. But I think this would be an absolutely crushing event for Big E Langston to lose tonight. To know that he left NXT never being able to defeat Andre the Giant, it means that eventually one day Andre is going to leave NXT and these two could cross paths again. I think that's something that's only going to haunt him. He's going to come up short when it mattered the most. And Big E Langston, it was like he was looking to try and send Andre over the ropes there, but Andre was very quick to recover. And I got to say, for Big E, I think the best strategy is going to be to try and keep this man grounded. You look at the size difference between these two, both in width, in height, everything. It's two completely different beasts. Big E Langston, and under most situations, you'd call him a freak of nature. You'd say that guy is crazy. Crazy strong, crazy built, but you put him in the ring with someone like Andre the Giant, and suddenly he looks more like Sin Cara's in the ring with Andre. Looks like Big E Langston welcomes whenever Andre the Giant is looking to bring him to this match. And we've got our first weapon brought into this Extreme Rules match, and Big E making sure that Andre does not strike him with the steel chair. And whoa, interesting move by Big E Langston. Looks like he wants to try and settle this man to man. Andre has tortured Big E for so long, physically, mentally. Really toyed with the fact that Big E could never beat him. I'm going to say I'm thankful to see no sign of Bobby Heenan here tonight, as I believe he did play a factor in one of Big E's matches against Andre the Giant. These two have faced off inside a steel cage, though, no less, and obviously, unfortunately, that also ended in a victory for Andre the Giant over Big E Langston. And Big E is really doing everything in his power to wear out Andre. Look at the size of Andre's head compared to like the fists of Big E. It's crazy, the size difference. I'll tell you, so far, Big E has looked real good in this match. The challenger is looking very promising. Down goes Big E, and it's honestly, it's when Andre takes control that you know, you gotta hold your breath for a minute. And now this fight has gone outside. Remember, this is Falls Count Anywhere as well. So this match can stay out here for the rest of the match, and it would be fine. The remainder of the match, I should say.
You are watching NXT as the WWE searches for its next breakout superstar. How is this tight?
Andre attempting his first pinfall on Big E moments ago. You notice that perhaps he's looking to be done with this already. And this is exactly the way Andre would want to send Big E away. Oh my good God! That's gotta have done at least a lot of damage to Andre. I was gonna say there's no way I think that's gonna be the end, but ooh. Close and personal with the fans now. Andre the Giant and Big E Langston taking the fight. And it looks like Andre just swiped a crutch from a fan, and Big E Langston. Oh my God. Drop toe hold by André. Who knew he had so much agility in him?
He may get the kick out. There's that trademark power from Langston. These men are playing Russian roulette with their careers in this environment.
Butterfly suplex by André the Giant sends Big E just flying into that barricade, and Big E Langston still kicking out.
He fails to connect. Ooh, that big right hand driven. What a count.
That's not good for Big E.
Championship on the line.
Oh my god. You know, the interesting thing here is, I mean, you know, I have asked, you know, in the situation of a time limit draw, what happens? The answer is quite unsatisfactory for both men. If this match ends in a time limit draw, it'll be a victory for André the Giant as the defending champion, since you can't lose the title on a time limit draw, which means André the Giant could simply beat Big E by wearing out the clock should he so choose to. Oh my good god.
What a match.
Oh, we knew this match was going to be intense. We knew this was going to be hard-hitting. Big E is not letting up. André starting to get to that zone, starting to get to that point where I feel like he can really wear out Big E Langston with ease. It's becoming more and more like the shades of every other André the Giant. NXT champion, never mind. What a belly to belly. And the thing about André is I feel like he hits a point where he starts to feel threatened. He starts to think, is this it? And I feel like perhaps he was taking Big E lightly to start with. Big E Langston, the NXT Championship in hand, and strikes down André the Giant, and there you go. Big E Langston resorting to using a weapon to try and wear out André, and it does nothing. That has got to be so demoralizing.
Here we go, outside of the ring, and there are no countouts in this match. Ouch, whipped right into
That championship whipped off the face of André the Giant, and it did absolutely no damage whatsoever. And now Big E, such strength. And he now starts to wonder, what else can I do? Oh my god. And that is a throwback of an item to have pulled out from Big E Langston. The very item that put Big E out of commission. The very reason Big E is still on NXT, some could argue. Oh my god. Those power bombs. And Langston in control. And it looks like he has most certainly not forgotten as he's sticking that table in the corner. Exactly shades of where it was on that fateful night on Superstars. And Andre's face just bounced off of it.
One thing Big E is not looking for his friends.
See how much Big E has to raise his arm just to get it around the head of André the Giant? It is insane. And what Langston needs to avoid is that big elbow from André the Giant, because it only takes one of those and he is out of this match. And Langston is resorting to trying to slay the monster in any way physically possible. Big E Langston has snapped. He's had enough. The way André just keeps getting up, you can see it's got Big E wondering, what do I do? There's that huge clothesline by Big E. That's won him a couple matches in the past. I don't think it's going to put away André, no. I'm starting to wonder if Big E Langston cannot defeat André the Giant.
This is a shocking sight here, King. André the Giant looks to be going down for the count.
Big E Langston, oh my god, vicious right hands across the face of André. And Big E launched into the corner by André the Giant. He is not letting up. He is fighting until his very last breath. Both of these men are, as a matter of fact. Big E Langston with André in hand into the table. Oh my god! How much power did he throw him at that table with?
A vicious elbow drop delivered with a lot of force.
And it looks like Big E wants revenge for Superstars for how it all went down, and he does! The humongous spear through the table. Big E, this has got to be it. This has got to be it. It would be such poetic justice. No! André the Giant denying the big ending. I really thought we were about to witness history right there. I mean, we are. Regardless of the outcome of this match, this is historic.
That'll leave a mark.
Thing is, even that table break, it seems to have done nothing to André the Giant. He's just fine. Smashed at 1 count. You notice Andre's not even phased? All of this damage, Big E is already favoring his head. André the Giant, there is nothing. There is no shake in this guy. He's fine. And André the Giant, he's just enduring punishment from Big E Langston right now. He's hit a point where he doesn't seem to be able to outspeed Langston anymore, but no matter what Big E throws at him, this match just keeps on going. Big E knocks him down once again into the cover. André once again kicks out. And you can really see it now. Big E Langston just trying to wear the big man down. He's aware nothing he can do is going to stop this guy. I don't think Big E can win this. I'm going to be honest, I'm not entirely sure Big E Langston can win this. And Big E looking down at that NXT Championship as he once again takes an elbow to the head by André. Those elbows are notorious for wrapping up matches for André the Giant, that leaping elbow of his. In fact, one of the most notable ways this guy has finished up many matches in the past.
Oh, come on now. That was just uncalled for. Oh, his body has to be
Big E Langston with the NXT Championship in hand. The first time he's ever laid his hands on that championship. And it's to strike the face of André the Giant. And Big E once again saying, enough is enough. But is he right? Will enough be enough? Finally, up on his shoulder. Big ending. Is it over? Is it finally over? Big E into the cover, and he finally beats André. Holy hell, that took a lot of fight, though. Every single thing thrown at him, and he just would not give up. But it's finally over. What a massive moment, and here come the primetime players. A new era of NXT is upon us. The Giant has been slain. It's not Raw, it's NXT. See you later.